What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, it's the best money in credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce and lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch, King Hustle Live. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is put the title on every video. Once you put the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right. Got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video. Oof. To make sure you see this face, make sure you're doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for, all right? And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what to do, my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members. And we are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce. Back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero, you ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad, get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos and y'all get them notifications, there's going to be some information that's going to help you win, keep you informed, and keep you entertained. So you already know we back at it again with the new methods, the new scams, the new fraud schemes that's going on in today's world. There's got a lot of new people hopping in and making a lot of money. And a lot of people are seeing it. It's like, man, what they doing? How can I do it? What's going on? And it's a new world. It's a new generation. Things have evolved. And ever since COVID-19, scams and fraud have been up 600 to 800%. And that was about 6 years ago, right? And kids back then, when it was popular, was kids, and they seen this, and they grew up on the TJX6s, the King Hustles, and all that, right? And now these same kids are now legal, are now 18 years old. So they have 6 years to see a lot, witness a lot, and actually gather and interpret what's going on. So now they know a lot about scams, fraud, and dark web, and things like that. So, with the evolution of scams and fraud, people are now utilizing banks and stolen identities to do a lot of different things with the banks to get loans, credit cards, or lines of credit in other people's name. Why? COVID-19 brought something called PPP loans, Payroll Protection Program. And these loans were basically loans that were given. And if you filled out the documentations and did everything the right way, it was forgiven. You wouldn't have to pay back the money. And a lot of people got PPP loans from the tens of thousands to the millions of dollars. And a lot of people got PPP loans with fake businesses and fraudulent information. And a lot of people who did that have, I don't even want to say that because I don't know if that's a cuss word. I ain't trying to get demonetized. They basically acted their color, meaning that it's a lot of people who got PPP loans with fake business and all that did everything the correct way and they're good. But there's people who got the money and they didn't go through with the full procedures and now they're in jail. Black people get money and they act like that's it. Like people go through like people, not even black people, people in general will go through a process, get the money, but not complete the process and complain when the results are not completing the process comes. Like people will like do a job, get the money, and not finish the job, and then complain when they get sued. Like you didn't finish the job, you didn't fulfill your obligations, and that's what happens with the PPP loan. People got the PPP loans, was splurging, and then fulfilled the obligation of doing the forgiveness part, and thought it was just free money, and people went to jail and still are in jail. So people are starting to figure out how powerful identity is. Because with your identity and depending on what's attached to the identity will determine the things that you can get. Most people have bad credit attached to their profiles. And there are a lot of people out there that have good credit attached to their profiles, which means that they can basically get anything that they want with no money down. So people find these profiles and they utilize them as pre-built CPNs. Now these same when people get these, they can do the average Joe stuff, getting a car or whatever. But now people are starting to say, okay, if the government, if these banks is allowing us to do everything online without having to be in the office, why not work smarter, vice versa, harder? So now it's coming to the point where people are buying these profiles off the internet or getting these profiles or stolen identities any way they can, because there's multiple ways to get them. They're getting them, and now they're saying, okay, they have a good credit. I know for sure if their APR is going to be zero, they don't got to put no money down, or they're going to get approved for this loan or this credit card. So what they're doing is they're taking these credit profiles and they're starting fraudulent businesses utilizing these credit profiles, because you can utilize your personal credit as a personal guarantor towards your business credit, and you get it's a different leverage on the business side versus personal side. So you get a personal loan or a personal credit card, it's a utilization rate and all that. Business, they know you gonna spend that money because you gotta spend that money to make money. They know you gotta pay payroll. They know you gotta buy equipment. They know you gotta spend the money. So people are taking, are like saying, okay, I know I can get the bag with a business, more money, vice versa, than with a personal loan, with this profile, with this stolen identity that they have. So now they're utilizing what the bank is giving. The identity, opening up an account, applying for a loan, and getting approved, and having cards mailed out, and having funds deposited into bank accounts, fraudulent bank accounts, and things like that. And like I said, it's not like, oh, 1 2 3, I could get this profile, do it. No, it's people out there that are like slow. Like it's people out there that will go rob a bank with no mask. Put it like that, slow. So, and there's people out there that understands what goes on. So there's people out there that say, okay, they're gonna do this, but they can track IP addresses and where all this, where the loan was applied for at, and this and that. So they utilize different systems, different Wi-Fi's, different phones, different laptops, different places to apply for these things, so nothing can come back on them. But the average Joe who don't know nothing would do all this from that. There's people out there that be like getting stolen card information and stuff, and then linking them to their real cash apps and sending money to their real bank accounts, and then playing victim. Like, oh, I didn't know you couldn't do it. What are you talking about? Like, people be slow for real. Just like when we doing the cop cam videos and everybody be narking on the person who got them doing whatever that they in there doing. Like, people be real slow, and people don't really pay attention to that because they be slow just along with them. But there are people out there that's utilizing their cabays and their brains and saying, okay, not rushing it, let's take our time. And there are people out there that are making millions of dollars off committing fraudulent activity like this, utilizing CPNs, just getting different profiles and doing the exact same moves, and they're doing it in a way where it doesn't look too suspicious and look too hot, because the bank is getting tricked because they're not in person with this person, like they're not in the office with this person. People are figuring out ways how to get real life, like DMV IDs looking eat like people figuring things out that's tricking these banks, and by the banks being tricked, it's making it hard, and they don't know what to do because they never seen nothing like this before. But at the end of the day, they're the ones who made it easier for people to pick up a phone and get some money. So scammers are definitely stealing identities, credit profiles, opening up fraudulent accounts, starting fraudulent businesses, getting fraudulent loans, and doing it all day, every day. Like, because at the end of the day, people know like what it's a listen. There's so many loopholes with businesses, trust funds, bankruptcies. It's a method that the rich use, and people are starting to learn that. So they saying, you know what, forget it. Dog eat dog world. I'm gonna get my money the way I get it. So it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware out there because nobody wants to work hard to get their credit profile and credit worthiness to a point where they can do these things to have somebody else to utilize it and steal it and mess it up. So like I tell you guys all the time, make sure you get your Norton Life Blocks to monitor all your social media accounts and financial accounts to make sure no suspicious activity is going on. And they will monitor the dark web to make sure none of your personal information are being sold for anybody getting type of loans, credit cards, anything in your name, right? So make sure you guys are getting your Norton Life Block. Make sure you guys are freezing all three of your credit profiles, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience. Nobody can get anything in your name. And make sure you guys are getting new credit card and debit cards every so often with new information. Fresh start. We tap, insert, swipe all day, every day. We've been doing it for years with the same card. And just imagine every place that we did and how many databases that card information on and how many different compromises, leaks, and hacks is going on. All right. So make it make sense. Get new cards, new information, fresh start. Old information no longer be valid, and if they get it, whatever, it's not even valid no more. So make sure you guys are staying more safe, staying more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on in this crazy real world that we all living in. Because hey, these things are really happening on a daily basis. So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there. Because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there is tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing it for 600. Yes, 600 Cash App or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your Cash App or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot, let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all book y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, $250. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, $100. $1,000. Make sure y'all check out my vendor platforms on Telegram and the Potato App, me and their network. And we're still looking for people for the production company, still looking for rappers, singers, models, producers, cameramen, women, gamers, streamers, and content curators. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell. All the YouTube channels, the Twitches, the IGs, TikTok, Snapchat. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives. Make sure y'all getting in where y'all fit in with these load ups, all right? 120 and up, Cash App, Bitcoin payment. Once it's on your balance, send me a screenshot, let me know your payment ready, and we will go from there, all right? And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how to get down in these videos. I will see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.